Hi friends, this is Sarvajin here. Welcome to my networking channel. Hope all are doing good. And today let us discuss and troubleshoot the redistribution issues. So here this is an architecture where I connected R1, R2 and R3. So R1 I configured as a RIP routing protocol and R3 I configured OSPF routing protocol. So R2 is a border router. I configured both RIP and OSPF. So border router you have to configure both the routing protocol because this is a redistribution point or the border router which redistributes the one routing protocol into another routing protocol. So that is the purpose of border router. So now let us see there is some issue we are seeing. So we are not seeing the OSPF routes in the RIP routing table and we are not seeing the RIP routes in the OSPF routing table. So we need to fix the issue. What is the main reason we are not seeing? So let us go to the individual routes and let us check the routing table and the protocols what I configured. Show IP protocols will show the protocols configured in R1. I already told you I configured RIP, right? And let us check in R2. So R2 is a border router. Let us check show IP protocols. So I told this is a border router where I configured both the routes, right? OSPF and the RIP routes I have configured. Similarly, R3 is a, so this is an R3. R3 I have configured OSPF, right? So let us see. Show IP protocols I have configured OSPF. So now let us check the corresponding routing table. Then let us do a ping to the remote interface. Show IP route. So show IP route only we are seeing the RIP routes and the directly connected interface. This is a loopback I already defined. So we are seeing the only the directly connected interface and the RIP routes, but we are not seeing the OSPF routes in the RIP routing table. Similar way, let us go to R3 and check. Show IP route. So here also I'm seeing the directly connected loopback. I defined the loopback address and the directly connected interface, but we are not seeing the RIP routes in the OSPF. We are not seeing the RIP routes in the OSPF routing table and the OSPF routes in the RIP routing table. So let us fix the issue. Let us do a ping to the remote interface. So from R1, let us see. Ping 192.168.1.1 I'm able to ping. Let us see 1.2. So 1.2 is fine. 2.1. So I'm able to still reach this interface. Let us see 2.2. So there is a we are seeing the timeout, right? Packet timeout. So there is a issue between R2 and R3. So we need to fix the issue. This is a way we can troubleshoot. So there may be issue with the redistribution also. Let us check whether we have configured any access list. Show IP access list. So there is no access list. Let us check from R2 also. R2 show IP access list. There is no access list, and let us check in R3. Show IP access list. And there may be other reason also. There may be also a passive interface we can configure for route filtering, right? If there is a passive interface configured also, it will not allow the OSPF routes redistribute to the RIP routing table and the RIP routes into the OSPF routing table. So let us see whether we have configured any passive interface. That's another troubleshooting we can do. Show run include passive interface. Yeah. So see this passive interface for OSPF, what it does, it will not allow any update from, it will not allow to send and receive the update, right? That is the reason it is blocking both the updates. So let us go to OSPF and remove the passive interface. Router OSPF 100 and let us remove the passive interface. No passive interface serial 2 by 1. So after doing this, what happen automatically you are able to see, right? It is showing from loading to full. Automatically the routes will get advertised in the corresponding routing table. So let us see now. Show IP route. So that is the first step we need to do. So now we are able to see all the routes. 3.3 is nothing but a loopback address I define in the OSPF routing table in the OSPF router. So that is the reason we are seeing that corresponding routes advertised, right? We are seeing the 3.3 routes, it is advertised, and we are seeing all the routes advertised here. And let us also check in R3. So R3 also let us see. Show IP route. So R3 you have to see the RIP routes. Yeah, we are able to see the RIP routes. How the RIP routes are advertised as an external route. That is the reason we are seeing as OE2. OE2 is nothing but since the RIP is redistributed in the OSPF routing domain, it is showing as OE2, right? So we are seeing the OE2 and we are seeing the OSPF route and all the routes we are able to see in the both the RIP and the OSPF routing table. So now let us do a ping to all the interface 192.168.1.1, 1.2 and let us ping from 2.1 and 2.2. So everything is reachable from all other router, right? So that means now the redistribution is working fine. So this is how we can redistribute. If you want, we can just look into the configuration once. So let us go to the show run. show running configuration. Let us see how we will configure. So this is the way you can configure router rep, and we have to advertise the directly connected interfaces, right? This is a remote interface 1.0 and 2.0. We have to advertise, and also we have to do the redistribute OSPF with the autonomous number. Then we have to define the metric, right? So this is the way you can configure redistribution for rep. And similar way for OSPF 100 redistribute rep. Then we have to advertise the subnets. Subnets comments mandatory. Then we have to define the directly connected interface 1.0 and 2.0. That's a directly connected interface, right? 1.0 and 2.0. So that's a way we can configure the redistribution. So always we have to configure the redistribution in the border router. So at least that should having, or we should be having at least one redistribution point to redistribute. So this is how we can debug the issue. I hope you enjoy this video. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe for more videos. Thanks and have a wonderful day.